Facts First presents School Cafeteria Worker Fired for Giving Food to a Child Who Couldn't Pay. The school day lasts between 7 and 8 hours each day, and that means that lunchtime falls during the school day. Well, while some students qualify for free lunches, most need to bring money to pay for their own lunch. In many schools, if a student doesn't have the money for lunch, they're still offered something to eat, but it's just a free peanut butter and jelly sandwich. In other schools, students are given a lunch along with a note for their parents saying that they need to put money on their child's account in order for them to stay in good standing. And that was a policy at New Hampshire school. But unfortunately, when a cafeteria worker followed the school's policy, she was fired. We'll give you the story in just a moment, but first, help us spread the word about Factsverse by clicking that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Bonnie Kimball has been working in the cafeteria at Mascoma Valley Regional High School for 5 years. The company who provided the food in that cafeteria was Fresh Picks Cafe, a division of Cafe Services, Inc. When a student came through the line without any money one day, Bonnie gave him an $8 lunch. She told him to bring the money the next day and to let his mother know that she needed to add money to his account. The boy agreed and moved ahead in the line. The next day, the boy brought the money that he owed from the previous day plus the money that he owed for that day's lunch. Bonnie thought that she did the right thing until she was told later she was fired. After Bonnie was fired, Cafe Services, Inc. issued a statement saying that they would never fire an employee because they provided lunch to a student. They say the reason Bonnie was fired was that she violated school and company policy. This basically meant that they fired Bonnie for giving the student a lunch, but they didn't want to admit that. What company would want to admit that they fired an employee for feeding a hungry child, right? Well, after Cafe Services, Inc. explained their side of the controversy, the school district also chimed in. They didn't agree with the food services policy, and a rep from the school district said, "School district policy is to make healthy, nutritious meals available to every child whether or not the child has sufficient funds to cover the cost of the meal." Well, based on the statements made by Cafe Services, Inc. and Mascoma Valley Regional High School, Bonnie would have been wrong no matter what she did. She followed the school district's policy but didn't follow Cafe Service, Inc.'s policy. Had she done things the other way around, she still would have gotten into trouble. For Bonnie, it was a no-win situation. Being this kind person that she was, she gave the student a lunch. She believed no child should go hungry all day just because they forgot their lunch money. When Bonnie was fired, it did not take long for the news to spread about it, and soon news outlets from all over the country were reporting on the story. And when the story got out, Cafe Services, Inc. came out looking pretty bad. They didn't want people thinking that they fired a kind woman for not allowing a child to be hungry, so to save face, they decided to offer Bonnie her job back. The company reached out to Bonnie and they offered to rehire her. They said that she would be given back pay for the days that she wasn't at work. They also said that they would work with the school district to revise the policies and procedures regarding transactions. Bonnie was having none of that. She did not take her old job back. She stated that she's not interested in the politics involved with the job. She believes that she was only offered her job so that the company could keep its contract with the school district. While the school district voted to use Cafe Services, Inc. for another year, they have decided to open up bidding to other food service companies for the next year. If another company comes in with lower food costs and more lax procedures regarding students who don't have money for lunch, they are more than willing to change companies. Most parents in this story sided with Bonnie, and everyone agreed this student shouldn't have been forced to go without lunch for not having the money. The student brought in the money the next day, in fact, for the lunch that Bonnie gave him, so really, she should never have been fired for it. The whole situation was not only embarrassing for Cafe Services, Inc., it also damaged their reputation. Anyway, what was your favorite meal in school? Tell us in the comments below, and subscribe for more.